What's up, Husker Nation? We got a big game today. We're playing the freaking Wolverines. Now, the point spread, it's dropped a lot. It started off at 19.5, and then it's went down to 17. It's fluctuated a little bit between that 17 and 18 point spread. The over-under has dropped down from like 44 to 39. They think wind's going to be the factor for the points not being scored as high today because field goal issues are passing the ball. Now, some things I think about the game is I think Michigan is a great team. Number 2 in the country. They have a great offense, even better defense. Their defense is a top 5. But the thing is, their offense really hasn't done much this year. AJ McCarron, he's a great quarterback. He's the best in the Big Ten. He's right now, I think he's around 85% for his passing completion. So he's getting it done. Their running backs haven't been doing as good as they were last year. A couple things Nebraska's going to have to focus on is this is a game that is going to be drug out. This is going to be similar to Minnesota. So what we have to do is we have to protect the ball. We protect the ball, don't have turnovers. This game's going to go into the fourth quarter. Now, Nebraska's defense, we're pretty good still. We can stop the run. Our secondary, they've had some faults, but they're still pretty good at attacking the ball. What's going to have to happen is let's say that Nebraska and Michigan each get 5 possessions in the first half. If you have Michigan stopped on 2 3-and-outs, that's going to really, really slow the game up for them. Now, if they score on those other 3 possessions, they're going to get 21 points that first half. And if we score once, it's going to be 21-7 at halftime. I don't think that's going to happen. I think this is going to be a more 14-3 game at halftime. We'll kind of see how that plays out. I'm assuming Heinrich gets the start. Sims, he's just not really having it. That high ankle sprain, he's not really coming back from it. I don't know that we'll see Sims the rest of the year if Heinrich does a good job. Now, some rules of engagement that we got to have for the Nebraska football team. Nebraska's going to have to win the turnovers, okay? I'm not saying win it huge. We can only have maybe 1 or 2 turnovers, and we need to get one of those back. But Michigan's going to have 1 or 2. I know Michigan has thrown 3 interceptions. They did it in 1 game this year. That was it. That was probably a fluke. We need to be ball hawks. We got to get to the ball. Our secondary is going to have to really explode and really shoot the gaps in all these run plays. What I think another rule of engagement we're going to have clock management. We're going to have long drug out drives, but we're going to have to try to take the top off at least once. That means Hill, he's due for catching one of those 30 or 40-yard passes we throw downfield. I say if we're on the 50-yard line, we give that a shot because no matter what, it's going to be almost like a punt. So I'm hoping that we still try to go downfield on that. Alvano, I don't know, man. This may be too big for you, but I'm hoping you come back strong. I hope our kickers go at least 1 for 2 today, if not 2 for 3. I think they're going to miss 1, but we got to get points because points are going to be at a premium. Now, the Matt's golden rule of the game is take care of the ball. We have to take care of the ball. We have to have long, sustained drives. Even if these drives do not result in points every time, we got to take chunks off the clock. Like I said, if we each can have the ball 5 possessions in the first half, I think that's a pretty good win. And if we can hold Michigan on 2 or 3 of those without scoring, this is going to be a ball game. Going into the fourth quarter, it's going to look pretty good. Now, Michigan's offense, they're pretty good. They're ranked in the 60s nationwide. I think they're 40th in run offense, but their defense is the big thing. If our offense can show up and just play a just error-free game, not having some false starts, don't have the holds. I mean, I think this game goes in the fourth quarter. I really do think that this can be a 14-10 game at the end of the third, and it's going to be any person's battle to win in the fourth. Michigan, they're a good team. This is going to be a hostile environment. I really think the crowd, they're going to get into this. I wish I was going to be at the game today. Unfortunately, I got to work, but this game is going to be crazy. If it's going to be anything like the 2021 Nebraska-Michigan game where we had it until we had a costly fumble at the end of the game, this one will go down in the record books as one of the best games. Some things about the game, though. Wind could be a factor, 20 to 30 miles an hour. Temperature is going to be hot. And when it's 93 degrees in the stands, it's going to be about 100 to 102 on the field. So the players, they could get wore out. Offense helps the defense. Defense helps the offense. I'm hoping Bleak Road, or Bushini, has a great day. Bleak Road, I think, actually comes in. I think he is going to start trying to get some shots at some kicks that are 40 yards and in, because they just know that he's usually pretty good when within 40. Bushini, this is your day. You pin those Wolverines in that 5-yard line at least 2 or 3 times, flip the field, we got this in the bag. Now, my score prediction on this, and the players of the game I think we're going to have. I think our player of the game on offense is going to be Grant. I think Heinrich finally pitches the ball. Grant finds some seams. He has a good running day. For defense, I think Ty Robinson is going to have a day. He's going to ball out. He's going to keep contained. He's going to do a great job in the interior, the defensive end position. Going to be awesome. Reimer's going to be going with his hair on fire most of the game too. Now, some things that I think would be a victory even if we were not to win in the scoring column. If we hold Michigan to less than 250 yards, that means our defense is for real. If we can hold Michigan under 100 yards rushing, that's a victory any way around. Even if we lose the game by 40 points because they beat us in the air, you hold them to less than 100 in rushing, that's a big day for us because our defense did show out. Sometimes we just don't get the right pass rush on the quarterback, and we're taking bad angles so they can make a play last longer than they should. Now, I think this game is going to be a little bit lopsided by halftime, about a 14-3 game. And then I think we're going to score coming into the third quarter, and we're going to be going into the fourth quarter. It's going to be a 1-score game. I think we win this. I think we're going to end up winning this game 21-24. All right? We're going to win this. The fans are going to storm the field. It's going to be insane. O Street's going to be crazy. I don't think they get the goalpost down. Last time that happened, I believe, was in 92 or 93 when we beat Colorado. They still haven't located those goalposts. I don't know if they're chopped up in a barn somewhere or they're on the bottom of a river. But today, Nebraska does what they've been trying to do since 2016. Beat a top 25 team, show that we're coming back, and I am just jacked for this game. I wish I was going to be there. When they storm the field, it's going to be crazy. Go Big Red, go Husker Nation, and we got this.